cold. It is freezing. And I gotta take my shoes off because I ride in comfort. Oh. That's freezing. Let's roll. Uh-oh. I don't know what that was. It's corn. We got a different corn planter this year. Alrighty, so I don't really know how to do this, but Thomas told me to show you about the air seeder that I'm running right now. My name's Max, I'm one of Thomas's brothers, and I have the mic going the wrong way. 1 second. Alright, that should be better. So this is the air seeder. We plant oats, believe it or not, with it, not corn. It's 60 feet. Right now I'm putting cover crop on a cornfield that is not yet planted, obviously. But so this is my screen. So you can see this is the back tank and the front tank, and they're both doing about 40 pounds per acre. It's blown through all those hoses back there. I don't know if you can see them. We'll step out there and we'll take a look at it. But that's the fan. That's how many acres I've done, and the average for each tank of how many pounds per acre they've put on. You can go about 6, 7. We're cruising. There's my writing on the window. I don't know if you can see that. So I mean, any of you could come and drive it. It just shows all the hydraulic, or what all the hydraulic things are. So 1 is my up and down, 2 is folding, 3, however, is nothing, but 4 is my fan, and then 5 is my meter. So when I say meter, I'm gonna have to go out there. I'm not like Thomas. I like to sit in the tractor and actually get work done, so I'm not gonna walk around a whole lot. But when I'm out there filling it, I'll show you the meter and then all the hoses back there. But the meter basically, it controls how many oats are going through down into the air hoses. So right now it's about 40 pounds per acre. Usually, or in the last field it was like 87, 95. I would change it because someone messed it up and didn't fill it right or something. So then, yeah, it was just all wrong. But I think we figured it out now. But yeah, so this is, I'm not, it's a cornfield, going to be corn, so I'm not actually keeping these oats here. I am just cover cropping so the wind doesn't blow all the dirt away. So, and there's, I think Thomas cultivated this field, and you could tell he was on his phone or something, because there was just trenches in the ground, and then my sweeps don't really dig in, so I'm just spraying oats everywhere. But I think I figured it out now. But this thing is super long, so backing into corners sucks, but I'm an expert. So sorry if the camera quality is not very good, because this is my first time, probably will be my last, I don't know. I'm usually sitting in a truck, so I'm gonna enjoy the air seeder as long as I possibly can. So there ain't hauling corn too much right now, so just eggs, but that's fun as well. But better speed myself up or I'll never get done. I probably will not have to be filled at this field because I'm putting not as many oats on as I would another field. So I'll try to get a video of that and like walk around the back of the air seeder. But I just did back in the corners, 2 of them on the first try, so getting better. But yeah, so I'm just gonna watch some Instagram reels and I'll get back to you. Probably shouldn't have said I wasn't watching Instagram Reels. My dad does watch, so I'm actually going to watch the screen in the air seater. So, alrighty, I went out for a personal break, but now I'm out here. I'll just show you the back of the air seater. So it's just a John Deere cultivator, and we hooked it up behind what is this? A 1910 John Deere air cart, and all these big hoses, they bring it back to the cultivator itself, and then they all go to these little stations right here, and the little hoses go down into the cultivator where the sweeps are, and there's these little things right here, and the oats come out this hole right here. So, and that's how the oats get in the ground, if you were wondering. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 big hoses. So that means there's 12 little poles that go up, and they go from 9 of these little hoses on them all the way up to 12. So, and each one's a bit different. I think I'm not sure how many sweeps are on the cultivator itself. I've counted, but I don't want to say the wrong number. So these are the meters right here. So this is what I was talking about. It controls how many bushels per acre of oats we're actually putting on. That's that. Those two things right here, and cleaning these things out are a pain in the butt. So we'll go on top of the air cart. I'm not going to open those up because I might forget to turn them or put them back down, and that causes big problems. So the main farm is right over Chair, and I started right there, and I'm going about way down there. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. It's where the dirt changes colors. So driving the 9RX 590. I'm waiting for John Deere's new 850 quad. That's what I'm waiting for. So hopefully someday I'll get to drive that. But right now we're stuck with the little one. So go green. Oh, it's cold out, believe it or not. It had hailed or snowed or one of the two earlier, but we're going, and I'm cruising along. Got about 30 some acres done. I think this field's 96 acres, so about 2 more hours and I'll have it wrapped up. So that is what I am doing. I will walk to see if I can find some oats that are in the ground, but I really don't want to get my hands dirty, so because I don't have any water in that tractor, so I won't be able to clean them off. But we'll probably be able to find you some. I'm still confused on how this camera works, so I have to pause it and then flip the camera around in the mic so you can hear me. And I don't even know if you can hear me because the wind's really bad. But all right, let's see if we can find oats. Oh, my hands are gonna get dirty. It's the worst. It's literally the worst. Nope, that's not a row. I'm probably like throwing them all over there when I move my hands across, so that's probably why I'm not finding any. But there is oats out here, I promise you. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, I give up. I don't want to get my hands dirty, so, and I'm really cold, so I'm gonna run back to the tractor where it's nice and warm. Woo! It's cold. It is freezing, and I gotta take my shoes off because I ride in comfort. Oh, that's freezing. Let's roll. Auto steer is a great thing. Just click it, wait a couple feet, speed her up, and then bam, let that sucker down, and it'll start spewing oats out the sweeps when it gets about that far from the ground. Uh-oh. I don't know what that was. Driver failure causing zero speed on front tank. Driver failure causing zero speed on rear tank. I don't have my fan on. I forgot to turn that back on. Whoops. That's what I get for going out to take videos. I forget to click on things, and I didn't want to leave it on because it was really loud. And I didn't want, that's embarrassing. But we'll whip around and we'll try this again. All right.
Jack,
Shut up, Jack. 1 second. Jack needed my help with something, so that's why I had to pause the camera. But I got my fans down or on, so now I'm actually planning notes, which is probably a good idea to be doing that. But I will record another video when I need a refill or if something breaks, or if I see something interesting like an eagle or something cool like that. But we'll see ya. It's snowing again, or flurrying, it's a dusting. But we're gonna keep on chugging away. I got about 40 acres left, just over to that white pole. There's no way you can see that, but not even halfway on my tanks. Isn't that cool? Look at that. It's getting real boring in here, so I'm gonna go back to watching the air seeder. Just got done with this field, about 98 acres done. Probably got them all, maybe not, but back in the corners again are super tough. Just folding up, and someone's gonna bring me seed and I can head to the next field, so I'll let you know when that happens. One of my favorite parts about this is the camera, and I just watch it fold, as you can't really tell what's going on right behind the air cart. So driving down the road, this is pretty handy. Yeah, it looks like you can't really see behind you, but it helps enough. Usually people are smart enough, they'll pass you or not. I did, however, one time have a lady hit me, but I probably shouldn't tell you that story. But yep, it happened. It was scary. Well, I made it. Gotta change my field real quick. Oh, this part's annoying. I did not, in fact, get a video of me filling. Oh, I forgot to do that, so it's my B. And since this field is actually going to be oats, I am switching it back to my 87 pounds per acre. So I gotta make sure to do front and the back tank. That should be it, and I can start on fulling it. I'm guessing I pinched the hose. That gets pinched every time, so I'm gonna have to go back there and check it. I'm also gonna check if all the feed or the oat tubes that deliver the oats to the sweep itself, if they're all working good. So there's a little toggle switch right by those two red lights right here. I'll turn the fan and meter on, and then I will go back there, flip a toggle switch, and then I'll show you how, what do you mean, the piles of oats under there, so I know it's actually working right. So that'll be interesting. I'm guessing they all are fine, but it's always good to go check to make sure they're actually fine, because it'd be a real bummer if you did the whole field and half of them were plugged and you'd have a bunch of strips everywhere that weren't planted. So we'll go check that out. So this little switch right here, I'll flip it down and then all the oats will supply out of the tubes. But now I gotta go shut everything off. Put those in float so I don't blow a hydraulic hole seal. And then we'll go back and check all the hoses and make sure they were blowing oats out. So all these look good. actually do a quick walk around. That one's good. You tell me if they're all good. Make sure there's oats on all of them so I don't get yelled at. They're all looking very good. I was a little worried about that one. Well, this probably happened when I was folding it up. So it came out of the tower right here, and it is not a long enough. 1 second. Try to get this hose back in. We'll just move these around. This is beginning to be a bigger problem than I can fix. Whoops. Oh, dang it. I'm gonna have to go get more zip ties. Ooh, this is what I fixed yesterday. Who's ever the genius that ran all the tubes, probably Mike, put this one right over here and it's squished. Now you see there's oats and all this. So I'm gonna have to go get my pliers and make that hose a little round so it actually will put oats in the ground. I'm guessing it was fine the whole other field. So that is the wonderful town of Rodman. So if you're looking for a good real estate investment, there's an old school there you could buy. Might be haunted, who knows? But I'm gonna get some tools and we'll go fix this. Whew! It's windy out. It's windy season here in Iowa. But oat planting as well. I mean, it's still early, but I gotta crawl underneath this. I don't want to get dirty. And I have a piece of plastic stuck on that sweep back there I'm gonna have to fix or take off and throw it somewhere. I don't know where yet, but we'll find a spot for it. We'll start right here fixing that right here. I gotta put my zip ties somewhere. Handy dandy pliers right here. So those are pretty cool. I don't know if they're not mine, so I don't know where I found them, or they were in the cab when I got here. So just gotta make this round so the oats flow through there. That's my tape job. On the bright side of things, should probably put a new hose on there, but you know, why would we do that? Oh. I will now, this one, this piece is not on this one, so, and the only pieces are over at the Emmitsburg shop, and no one wants to bring me any, so I have been zip tying it, or Jack started zip tying it, so that is why we are just zip tying this hose onto here, because apparently it will work according to Jack. So that's what we'll do. It is cold out here. So about Rodman, it's about 4 people live there, bunch of old houses, and an old school that is now really run down, where like no one lives. Well, obviously no one lives there. It's a school, but no one obviously goes in it. But if you wanted to buy it, it's probably for sale. So I bet this is annoying. Really gotta watch your head so you don't hit the bars. That hurts. Speaking from experience. we'll probably throw this in the garbage can or something. But yeah, all the hoses are working good, besides the one I had to fix with my pliers, which I left that on the cultivator bar. Don't want to lose that, because again, that ain't mine. But I'm going to start over on that side and work this way. Yep, that sounds like a good idea, or should be a good idea. Oh. One thing a seed should do this field, but we will find out. And I switched I think I already told you this, but I switched my pounds per acre back to the number that we'll use when we're actually planting oats, not a cover crop. Northern Chill, that's the best water you're ever going to drink. And Celsius for your, it even says you'll lose weight on the can right there. Best kind of drink there is. But I redid my acre counter, so this one is actually the acres seeded. This one is all the acres you go over. It's like when you have the cultivator down and it's not seeding, that'll count. When there's actually oats coming out of the seeder, that's the acre count that will go up. And I am really out of breath. Whew, and this video will probably suck. I'm not much of a public speaker. Depends who I'm talking to, but if this video sucks, I probably will never do it again. So no one wanted to video the air seeder, or the other air seeder, the guy running it, kind of camera shy. It's kind of weird, but his name's Mike. Thomas probably talks about him a lot. He's the farm screw up. So I'm kidding. He does a great job, but I'm gonna go start over here. Start going back and forth, and then hopefully get this done in a couple hours. Then maybe be by the other air seeder or go to a different field. I am not sure where I'm supposed to go. I usually call someone when I'm about done and they tell me, because I'm not that high up on the management pole, so I just drive truck. So, and we are off. Speed it up so I can get done. I would say that is right on the edge of the field, so I might just shift over a little bit so I'm not planting the ditch with oats. So we got a minor problem. The hose right here has a little hole in it right there, so I'm gonna take my piece of tube and my tape and I'll fix it up. It's probably not a very good angle, but it'll have to work. The oats are now flowing how they should be, so that should be good. I fixed it. I don't need Charlie to help me fix it. I can do it myself. So now this is how we to fill the seeders. We have a semi, and it's full of oats, so we just have our conveyor, and it's hooked up to that bin. And when we're not by bins, we can hook hydraulics up to our conveyor and hook it up to the tractor, and then we can run it that way. But yeah, this is our cylinder field. We got Mighty Mike way over there. He's not doing much anything. Lucas isn't helping a whole lot, but he's right down there. He's fixing Mighty Mike's mistake. So check in all the hoses. We fixed the one that I showed you that was smashed. They all look good, right, Lucas? Ready to roll! Rock and roll!